Imagine flying at 500 miles per hour, 30,000 feet above the ground. And you need to connect your fighter jet to another aircraft by inserting a metal probe into a fuel basket the size of a trash can lid. One wrong move, catastrophic collision. Too slow, you fall out of the sky. This is aerial refueling, and it's the most dangerous ballet ever performed in the sky. Most people have no idea this is happening above them right now. Let me show you how it's done. Fighter jets are weapon systems designed for one purpose: domination. But there's a problem: fuel. An F-16 burns through its tanks in under 2 hours of combat flying. An F-22 Raptor? Even less. Without aerial refueling, modern air power collapses. Missions deep into enemy territory? Impossible. Global strike capability? Gone. So the military invented something insane. A mid-air gas station. 2 aircraft flying in formation, transferring thousands of gallons of fuel while traveling at 300 knots in the thin air of the stratosphere. This is where physics meets precision, and one mistake means death. Meet the KC-135 Stratotanker, the unsung hero of modern warfare. This aircraft has been doing this job since 1957. It carries up to 200,000 pounds of fuel. That's enough to top off 12 F-16s. At the back of the plane, there's a station that looks like a cockpit facing backwards. This is the boom operator's position. Lying on their stomach, staring down through a window at fighter jets approaching from below. Their job? Guide a 50-foot metal boom into a refueling port the size of a dinner plate at 300 miles per hour. But here's what most people don't know. There are 2 completely different refueling systems, and which one you use depends on what country built your jet. This is where things get technical and dangerous. System 1 is the boom, used by the U.S. Air Force, a rigid metal pipe that extends from the tanker. The boom operator flies it like a joystick. They guide it into a receptacle on top of the fighter jet. Fast, precise, military grade, can transfer 1,000 gallons per minute. System 2 is probe-and-drogue, used by the U.S. Navy, Marines, and most allied nations. The tanker trails a hose with a basket at the end. The fighter jet has a probe sticking out from its nose. The pilot has to stab that probe into the basket while both aircraft are moving, in turbulence, at night. One wrong move here means disaster. The probe can snap, the basket can shatter, and if the fighter hits the hose, it wraps around the jet like a whip. This is where pilots earn their reputation. Let's walk through what actually happens. Step 1 is rendezvous. The tanker flies a racetrack pattern at a designated altitude. The fighter navigates using coordinates. When the pilot makes visual contact, they radio in, ready for gas. Step 2 is pre-contact position. The fighter slides underneath the tanker, about 50 feet behind, slightly below. Now they're flying in formation, matching speed, matching altitude. The tanker is traveling at 280 knots. Any faster, the fighter can't keep up. Any slower, the tanker stalls. Step 3 is contact. If it's a boom system, the operator extends the boom, guides it into the receptacle, locks it in. Green light. Fuel starts flowing. If it's probe and drogue, the pilot has to do it themselves. They inch forward, eyes locked on that basket. Turbulence is throwing it around. Their jet is shaking. And they have to thread the needle. Step 4 is transfer. Fuel flows for 3 to 10 minutes depending on the aircraft. During this time, the pilot must hold perfect position. Zero deviation. If they drift left, they disconnect. If they surge forward, they could collide. The tanker's wake turbulence is battering their jet. Their arms are burning from holding the stick steady. This is one of the most physically demanding tasks in aviation. Step 5 is disconnect. The boom retracts or the pilot pulls back from the drogue. Radio call, disconnect complete. The fighter peels away. the tanker moves on to the next jet. But what happens next will shock you, because this process is never safe. In 2017, a Marine KC-130 was refueling two F/A-18s off the coast of Japan. Mid-transfer, one of the Hornets collided with the tanker. Both aircraft went down. 6 crew members died.
In service. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We honor their memory today.
Night refueling is even worse. No horizon, no depth perception, just dim lights and shadows. Pilots rely on muscle memory and trust. One Air Force pilot described it as trying to thread a needle while riding a roller coaster in the dark. Then there's turbulence. At 30,000 feet, you hit jet streams, mountain wave turbulence. The basket whips up and down like a kite in a hurricane. Pilots have broken probes trying to connect. Some have been forced to abort after 15 attempts. And here's the nightmare scenario. Fuel leak during transfer. Jet fuel misting into the engine exhaust. Ignition. In 1966, AB-52 collided with its tanker over Spain. Both aircraft exploded. 4 nuclear bombs fell from the sky. 3 were recovered on land. 1 sank into the Mediterranean. This is the razor's edge these crews walk every single day. But here's why they do it. Without aerial refueling, modern warfare doesn't exist. In Desert Storm, refueling missions enabled 2 4-hour bombing runs. Tankers flew over 15,000 sorties, transferred 110 million gallons of fuel. A B-2 Spirit bomber can fly from Missouri to Afghanistan, drop its payload, and return home, only because it refuels 6 times mid-flight. Fighter jets protecting carrier strike groups, they refuel every 90 minutes for days without landing. This capability is what separates superpowers from everyone else. And it all depends on pilots holding a stick steady for hours in silence at the edge of human endurance. One wrong move here means disaster. But they do it anyway, every single day, somewhere above you right now. So the next time you see a contrail in the sky, remember this. It might not just be a commercial flight. It could be a fighter jet, moments away from plugging into a flying gas station, defying physics, defying fear. Because aerial refueling isn't just a procedure. It's proof that the most insane things humans attempt are the things that keep us alive.